Hello. We should be live right now, I think. Can you guys hear? Cool. Okay. Start the stream then. Hello, anybody tuning in right now. Welcome to the Choices coverage of Election Night 2024. We're going to go over Senate results, the presidential election, obviously, House. Yeah. All right. I'll be right back. Gonna check the chat settings, see if I can get chat pulled up a separate thing. All right. I've got chat set up so I can watch it as we go along. So I guess let's start the coverage now. All right. So, as it seems right now, in the state of Ohio, let's start there. Obviously, Trump is leading with 58.9%, and it seems like Bernie Moreno is leading in the Senate race currently, at least from the counties reported, but then again, these are only a few counties so far, and there's plenty more to be reported. Alright, sorry, I was checking something real quick. Show all states. Oh yeah, this is Senate results. Yeah, Bernie Sanders is reelected, guys. Big surprise there. Um, okay. Alright. So, on the. Well, alright. North Carolina seems to be reporting with 2% in still. Check the county map. Okay, that makes sense. Only these counties have reported so far. Well, partly reported. Um, Democrats do seem to be doing good so far, but only time can tell as there's not a ton of the state just reported yet. Let's see, Trump leads in Georgia. This makes sense. There's a lot of red counties being reported right now, still waiting for blue counties. Kind of the opposite for North Carolina. So we'll see as the night goes on how the votes tally up. But right now things are a little bit slow. Alright, I'm going to pull up chat real quick. Okay. Yeah, things seem to be getting slow, but they're going to speed up very rapidly soon as Pennsylvania and Michigan are incoming. Two of the big swing states are incoming for reporting votes. And Pennsylvania is definitely one to watch as polling up to this point has had the state at 50-50, and honestly it's anybody's guess as to who wins the state. So we're going to have to watch it close tonight. And there's also a good chance that Pennsylvania doesn't even finish counting tonight due to how close it is. So we're just going to have to wait and see. Let's see how chat is doing. Not much going on in chat. Okay, I'm going to do a quick refresh real quick. 7% reporting in Ohio. Bernie Moreno leads with 51.5% compared to Sherrod Brown's 45.8%. at 7% reporting. So in general, I would say this race is still too close to call as of now. Still on Senate races. 20% reporting in Virginia. Senator Kane, the incumbent, seems to be doing pretty well against his opponent. West Virginia has already been called for the Senate for Jim Justice and Jim Banks in Indiana. Got a lot of Jims going around here. Rick Scott is with 79% of Florida reporting. Rick Scott is definitely leading against his opponent. In fact, I would go as to project that Rick Scott, as the incumbent, keeps his seat. So yeah, my official projection is that Rick Scott wins the Florida Senate election. Oh yeah, I will cover the referendums for all these different states. Sorry, my mic might be a little down right now, trying to reduce background noise, but yeah, I'm gonna put the projection in chat. All right, Rick Scott reelected for Florida Senate. That's my projection. First official projection of the night. Cool. Well, and also Trump wins Florida. It's my other projection. Okay, let's check back at the presidential, updated recently. Georgia, with 23% reporting, sees a wide gap in favor of Trump. Still waiting for more counties to report. North Carolina, with only 3% reporting, still sees a wide gap for Harris, but since it's only 3%, this could vastly change depending on how the rest of the night goes. DC is reporting at 8. And speaking of, it's 2 minutes till. We'll get results for not New York, but every other New England state is going to come in. Maryland's going to come in. Delaware, New Jersey is going to come in. But our key ones here are Michigan and Pennsylvania. We'll also look at Illinois, Tennessee, Mississippi, Alabama. Arkansas is a little weird. They have an 8:30, but that's all right. Missouri, we'll see Missouri. Texas, Oklahoma, Kansas, North Dakota. I think that's about all we can expect for the 8 because these are going to be really late night ones. So we're going to have to wait for Nevada for quite a while. Okay. Interesting. It's probably because Franklin County just reported in, but Ohio with 21% reporting has a slight blue lead, but I expect this to change as more red counties start getting reported. But yeah, quite interesting. I want to see how Bernie Moreno is reporting in real quick. His results for Franklin County are not in yet, so it's still similar to as it was before. It's probably the only glimpse of a blue Ohio we're going to get, at least in my opinion, as from what polls have seen and from the past 2 presidential elections, Ohio has tended to go for Donald Trump. But again, we'll see as the night goes on. And yeah, also the voter gap is pretty small with the 22% reporting, so I would expect it to flip as more of these red counties come in. Of course, the 2 major metropolitan areas of Dayton and Cleveland, we're still waiting for them to report, so they'll probably have their own fair share of votes, but as for now, this is what is reported. Virginia has 22% reporting, with a slightly wider gap than Ohio, but honestly not too much larger. But then again, we're waiting for Roanoke, Richmond, Alexandria. Well, no, actually, Alexandria is reported in. We're waiting for Richmond, though, to report in. North Carolina, still only at 4%. And as you can see, the lead has vastly shrunk from Kamala Harris. As she had 60% from the 3%. Now she only has 52% from the 4% reporting. Georgia has more reporting, and same has happened here, but for Donald Trump, the lead has shrunk. But he is still leading with 32% reporting. Whoops, wrong thing. Looking for chat. PA close. Yep, it's 8 o'clock. We should be seeing Pennsylvania, Texas, Michigan, a bunch of stuff. Oh, and we have some new projections. I trust AP on this. Mississippi and Alabama go to Donald Trump. Again, thank you for AP for giving my source here. I use the Associated Press because they are a factual and non-biased institution, in my opinion. And votes are coming in for PA. Everything is coming in really fast. We have a lot of stuff to do as votes come in, so let's make this quick. Mississippi, Alabama for Trump. Tennessee for Trump. Indiana. No, we said Indiana already, I think. Yeah. WV and Oklahoma for Trump. And then we can do the Harris states real quick. Maryland for Harris. Massachusetts for Harris. Connecticut and Rhode Island for Harris. And the AP has decided to do Florida for Trump. I already projected that, though. South Carolina for Trump. Influx of votes. 3% of Pennsylvania reporting in. It's Pittsburgh, so because it's just Pittsburgh right now, Kamala has a huge lead in Pennsylvania, but obviously a bunch of other counties still need to be reported, and that will skew the results. So please stay tuned. Texas, Kamala Harris is winning right now, but also it's probably because the counties reported in. Yep, we only have Dallas and a couple other counties reported in so far for Texas. So Texas is likely to go red pretty quickly, as yep, you can see more counties are starting to be reported in, and as the night continues. Ohio reporting in. Cleveland and Cincinnati was already in. Cleveland is now in, and that gives Harris more of a lead. And then Dayton still needs to be reported in, but then all the red counties still need a bunch of red counties still need to be reported in for Ohio, which I expect to push it over to the red side, but we'll see. New Jersey expected, but only one county reporting in, so we're gonna have to wait on that one. But yeah, a bunch of information just came in right now. 33% still, with Trump having a lead. 6% now, and Harris's lead has shrunk vastly. Trump is gaining very fast in the state of North Carolina. Let's see what chat has to say about all this. Very nice, very nice. Sure. Okay. Delaware is not in yet. Sherrod Brown takes the lead in the Senate race. For now, as of now. With a 51.1% lead. Alright. Yep, AP is projected. Rick Scott now. Let's see the whole Senate race map. Oh, we do have some more Senate projections to put in. Sorry. Okay, I forgot to put some in earlier, so Jim Justice wins WV. The Senate is looking like a lead for the GOP right now, but we'll have to see as the night goes on how exactly that pans out. Jim Banks wins Indiana. Tennessee. Nope. Marsha Blackburn? Yes, Blackburn. Marsha Blackburn wins Tennessee. Roger Wickner wins. Ooh, did I misspell that? Wicker. Wins Mississippi. Okay, and then there's some. Yep. Elizabeth Warren has been re-elected. No big surprise there. There's probably some incumbents that I missed for those states I went over. Sorry if I did. I'm trying to get this through as fast as I can. Elizabeth Warren just stuck out to me. Andy Kim wins New Jersey. Delaware is won by Lisa Blunt Rochester. We'll get back to the presidential results in just a second. And then Sheldon Whitehouse. Fun last name. Sheldon Whitehouse wins Rhode Island. And then Chris Murphy wins Connecticut. Let's go back to the presidential. I haven't taken a look at the House yet. I'm sorry. I'm trying to juggle all of the states right now, trying to get to all of them. Any new states pop up? No. All the same ones projected as before. We're still waiting. Pennsylvania with only 3% reporting, still from two counties. One outside of Allentown and one Pittsburgh. Sorry, I don't know all the county names. That's my fault. Can I click on them? No? Okay. Michigan is reporting in now. 2% has Kamala with the stark lead, but it's also due to this county right here. So right now we have lead by Kamala in a bunch of states, but then again, it's because of the low reporting numbers. More Ohio counties come in. Dayton is in, so all the major metropolitan areas of Ohio are reported in, which barely gives Kamala the lead. I expect as the rest of the counties reported in, that pushes Trump over the edge in Ohio, and that gives him the win here. But again, nothing is for sure, and we have to wait until almost all of it is reported. Donald Trump is now pushed over the edge in Texas and is winning the state. Expected. Checking out North Carolina. Here sees a boost in votes, actually, but still only 7% reporting. Trump still holds his lead in Georgia. And that is it for now. Trump at 95 electoral votes, Harris at 35. As we wait for this election to continue. Let's check chat. Nothing there. quick update for the House of Representatives because I forgot to do that. Sorry. But it seems the GOP has 38 elected so far, and the Democrats 19. If we look at Ohio real quick, the GOP is leading in most congressional districts right now. But the Democrats have one confirmed seat in Ohio, while the Republicans are still having their votes counted. Same with the Democrats. All counties are having their votes counted right now. On the presidential level, nothing has changed much so far. Pennsylvania does have a few more counties reporting. And cities. We got Erie, we got Philadelphia is reporting, and we have one more red county reporting, but still only 5%. So there's still a long way to go. Harris's lead in North Carolina stays there, but still not the greatest, so we're gonna have to wait and see. Okay, we are back for just a small update. Pennsylvania still only 6% reporting. Kamala's in the lead, but again, 7% reporting now. Kamala's still in the lead, but it's only a few percent, and it might take more time for results to get in. 36% reporting for Ohio. Trump is very close to overtaking Kamala because a bunch of red counties have just reported in, and I expect him to overtake Kamala soon. But again, we'll see. In Ohio, in third, we got Chase Oliver of the Libertarian Party. Though seems to be a very small dent. Overall, we have the Green Party getting more votes over the Libertarian Party right now with 0.4% of the vote. Right now, Trump is leading in the counted popular vote over Kamala Harris, but still to be seen because of how early in the election we are. If we take a look at the Senate race real quick, Sherrod Brown and Bernie Moreno are neck and neck in Ohio. Bob Casey seems to be leading over Dave McCormick. In Michigan, the Democrats seem to be leading. In Virginia, Tim Kaine is still leading, though by a slimmer margin than before. If we take a look at the House, GOP still has around 41. The Democrats have gained a few more seats since last checked on. We haven't looked at governors tonight, and I'm sorry about that. Been busy with the federal level that I haven't taken a look at that, and ballot measures. So how about we take a look at that since we haven't done that in a sec. Okay, so if we take a look at the governors right now, Mike Braun has been elected as governor. Not a big shock there. Patrick Morrisey wins the West Virginia governorship. In Vermont, they have elected a Republican governor. Well, their incumbent Republican governor, Phil Scott. Right now in New Hampshire, the Democrats are leading by an ever slight margin, and it might go Republican. In North Carolina, we have Josh Stein leading over Mark Robinson by a pretty safe margin, by all means. And then let's take a look at ballot measures, because those are pretty important too. That's right, we have to look at other sources for that. Or actually, no, we don't. Sorry, I was wrong. So let's start with my home state of Ohio, because their issue one is a independent redistricting committee. So far, the no vote is beating out the yes votes. So right now, it seems like issue one is failing, but that might change depending on what happens, so we'll see. Going back to the president real quick, see if anything has changed. Not much yet. Any new calls? There are new calls. Let's see, Kansas. Well, their electoral vote. No, wait, no, never mind. But I was thinking about Nebraska for a second. My bad. Kansas has Kamala leading, but still only 6% is in. This is also because Kansas City has been reported already. And Wichita still has to be reported, and all these red counties still have to be reported. So we'll see what happens. Right now, 0.4% of the vote belongs both to the Libertarians and the Green Party. Trump is still a leading popular vote, but this is all still very early, so we'll have to see how this unfolds. North Carolina, 9%. Kamala's lead is very tight in North Carolina right now. Very, very tight. Compared to Trump. If any one thing happens, it might be overtaken by Trump. In Georgia, Trump leads with a pretty comfortable lead as 46%. Yeah, 46% is being reported. 37 reporting for Ohio. Trump is almost there to surpassing Kamala in the state's votes expected. Michigan at 4% with a safe Kamala lead, but it's only 4%. Pennsylvania with only 7% with a safe Kamala lead, but it's only 7%. So all in all, it's still way too early to call anything else at this moment. It's going to take quite a long time for these states to count their votes. So we're just going to have to wait and see what happens. So I'm just going to take a quick 2-3 minute break maybe. See how it's going. Bernie Moreno has taken the lead in the Ohio Senate race. Let's show that off real quick. Bernie Moreno is leading with the reported votes in Ohio against incumbent Sherrod Brown by an ever slim margin. So it's going to be a very close call in the state of Ohio tonight. Let's see how the House is being broken down. 2 extra seats for the Republicans reported in. Still have a long way to go. The Republicans are still closer to gaining a Senate majority, but that is still to be seen. Governor, nothing has really changed. Except Missouri is now reporting in with the Republican leading, obviously. And that is about it for now. I will see you in a few minutes. Okay, we are back. Donald Trump has overtaken Kamala Harris with votes in the state of Ohio. With 39% reporting, I expected this to happen. And it's likely his votes only go up as these last few counties are reported. So no projection yet, but I expect Donald Trump to win the state of Ohio. Otherwise, no new projections to be released yet. Pennsylvania still has little reporting. Michigan, also little reporting. Georgia has 47 now. Trump still has a comfortable lead. North Carolina at 11%. Harris has a very, very, very slight and tight lead. It's like, well, maybe not tight. It's a very slight lead. I've been misusing the word tight a little bit, but she has a very slight lead in the state of North Carolina. So Trump leads in Ohio by a little bit, but these counties still have yet to be reported, and they're likely to be strong Trump counties. North Dakota is starting to report in. Let's take a look at the Senate races real quick. Nothing yet, but Sherrod Brown has taken the lead now that Moore is reporting for Ohio. I repeat, Sherrod Brown has taken the lead, though it is still a very slim margin, but he has taken the lead. Let's take a look at Pennsylvania. Yeah, Michigan, they're both going strong Democrat, though. Michigan, with a little more percent reporting for the Senate, they have a slightly less lead for their Democratic candidate. So, yeah. Otherwise, nothing new here. Let's take a look at the House real quick, make sure we haven't missed anything. Weren't any new Dems in? I don't know. There's like 2 new GOP in, maybe a couple new Dems in, but otherwise nothing much changed. Governors, nothing yet. We're still waiting. Pennsylvania has quite a few blue counties in, but still plenty of more counties to go, and it's still only 8% in. Obviously, there's a lot of people voting that were voting there, so they're gonna have a lot of ballots to count. Ohio is still 39%. Still waiting for more results there. Illinois is strong lead for Kamala right now, but still only 4% in. Again, these results are vastly able to change due to how early in the election we are. Oh, there is something new though. Virginia has a Trump lead right now. I repeat, Virginia has a Trump lead. At the 37% reporting, Virginia has a Trump lead. Interesting. Roanoke is reporting Republican right now. We'll see if Trump holds this lead as more votes are reported in, because Virginia was expected to go to Harris in this election as it went to Biden before, but who knows, that it could change. It depends on how the rest of the state is reported. Donald Trump gains a few very slight more votes than Harris in Ohio. Pennsylvania and Michigan are still taking their time. Oh, but Michigan has an extra percent in, and the gap has dramatically decreased in Michigan as Harris has a 57.1% to Trump's 41%. Is there anything else to see? No, I don't think there's anything else to see right now. Trump is about to overtake Kamala in Kansas. That's expected. Yeah, the lead. Kamala's leading by about 19,000 votes with 13% reporting in North Carolina. Let's take a look back at Senate real quick. Sherrod Brown still leading. Virginia still slightly for Tim Kaine with 37% in Senate and 37% for president. Interesting. We have a few Trump Kaine voters here. But Trump's lead in Virginia is very, very, very small right now. Whoops, wrong thing. Trump has one state of Arkansas. That's one more to add to the list. Not much news, but it's what happened. Very expected. So let's enter the news. Trump has won Arkansas. Currently, Harris has 49 electoral votes. Trump's 101 electoral votes. Take a quick look back at the Senate. The gap Sherrod Brown had has decreased a little bit. Quite interesting. I see why. The Libertarian Party has quite a few votes in this Senate race. 2.4% of Ohio's vote for the Senate, which could be taking away from either candidates, but if I had to make a educated guess, it would be that the Libertarians are taking away from Bernie Moreno's vote share. So yeah, it's very interesting. 40% of Ohio reporting in. Take a look at the House real quick. One more Dem and a few more GOP. The governors are still the same. Ballot measures. Let's take a look at Ohio's ballot measure again real quick. 50.9% no, but it's very, very, very close. I was told to look at Florida, so let's take a look at Florida. If I can find Florida. Okay. Florida is voting right now to... There's a vast vote yes to constitutional right to abortion in Florida, marijuana in Florida, constitutional right to hunt and fish. Yeah, so abortion and marijuana currently are winning in Florida with 89% reporting. Yeah, I honestly don't expect anything. Wait. Maybe I misunderstood Florida's thing. Sorry, I haven't looked at the Florida issue in quite a while. I've been focused on my home state's issues this election. Oh, wait, no, I was right. Maybe. Okay. Oh, never mind. Florida is not going to legalize recreational marijuana. That's interesting. The no... Oh, wait. Wait, no. No, it is. It's voting yes. I don't know why the no vote is showing up. Quite interesting. But seeing as 89% is in, and I don't expect this to change, I am going to project that Florida enshrines abortion protections into its constitution. And Florida legalizes marijuana. That's my projection because it's only 44.3% no and 55.7% yes. Abortion is yes. Marijuana is yes. All right. Let's go back to the presidential forecast. It is 8:37 p.m. 91% of Florida is already reporting. We already know that. Anything new? No, there's not anything new. Trump now has a more solid lead in the state of Ohio against Kamala Harris. In Pennsylvania, we still only have 9% reporting with a Stark Harris lead, but again, only 9%. North Carolina has gone towards Trump by a ever so slim margin at 14% reporting. I'll be right back with some more updates. Okay, guys, sorry, I made a mistake. Florida is not legalizing. Oh, mic fall. Florida will not be legalizing marijuana or abortion or protecting abortion rights because they required the 60%. I totally passed my mind when I was thinking about this. My bad, guys. So Florida does not pass these. Let me issue a correction in chat. Sorry about that. But we do have actual new news that Illinois has gone to Kamala Harris. Harris is projected to win Illinois, which brings her up to 71 electoral votes. In the meantime, Trump now has a wider lead in the state of North Carolina. In the state of Pennsylvania, now we have 11% reporting. Harris still maintains a pretty solid lead. State of Michigan, we have 7%. Harris maintains a lead against Trump. Again, it is open to close as the election night goes on. But so far, this is what is going on with the presidential election. If we, let's see how chat is doing real quick. Nothing. Okay. And the Senate, Sherrod Brown leads with 50% compared to Bernie Moreno's 47.5%. Bernie Moreno is gaining in votes with 42% reporting, but Brown still holds the lead. Otherwise, we do not have any new Senate stats here. Nothing new. If we take a look at the House, the Dems have, I don't know if they have much more. GOP probably has like a couple more. Otherwise, House, not much happening. Governor, I don't think we have gone over Delaware yet. So, yeah, Delaware has reelected or elected. I didn't look, sorry. It's Democratic Governor. Kamala Harris has won Delaware. I don't know if I've reported that in chat not yet or not. Probably not. I don't think so. Maybe. I have not. So let me report that in chat. I missed that when going over Illinois. My bad. The home of Joe Biden is won by Kamala Harris, which also made her electoral vote go to 71. Ballot measures. Let's take a look at Ohio once again. There has been a little more increase for the no on issue 1 crowd. If we take a look at Florida, I expect that their ballot measures have failed due to being below the 60% threshold. Yeah, marijuana has failed due to not passing that threshold at all. This amendment has 90% reporting, still waiting, but I doubt that it will get above 60%. So abortion rights, not enshrined. The only amendment that has been enshrined so far is the constitutional right to hunt and fish. Interesting. Let's take a look at the other states because I haven't done much. Okay, so education one. Alaska is not going to be reported yet. Arizona, not yet. Arkansas with 13% reporting. Some minor issues here. Interesting. Okay, let's see. Delaware. How is Delaware reporting? No ballot measures. Thought you would have had one. Ranked choice voting in District of Columbia. Results expected soon. Washington. There's probably not much else to expect from these state ballot measures right now. So let's keep looking on. Pennsylvania, 12% reporting. Harris still has a very strong lead in Pennsylvania right now. It's gone down a little bit from its 70% that's expected, though, as more votes come in. Still has a good lead in Michigan, too. But still, very little reporting in yet. So we're going to have to keep waiting. I'm going to take a quick break from this real quick, as results are a little bit slow right now. So, oh, we do have some results in Maine. And not much result though. So, yeah, I'm going to leave it here for a few minutes. Be right back to the stream. Just a quick update. We are projecting Josh Stein to win the North Carolina gubernatorial election. He beats Mark Robinson. All right, we're back. And Wisconsin will be reporting in any second now, as it is now 9:01 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Taking a look at Ohio, Trump is leading in the presidential. 15% for Pennsylvania. Harris was still a strong lead, though a slight bit of loss of percent. Oh, never mind. A new update just came in. We have a bunch of new calls. So, New York goes to Kamala Harris. And then the states of Nebraska. Well, Nebraska is divided up into its districts, but anyway, Nebraska, South Dakota, North Dakota go to Trump. And Wyoming. All right. And that is it for now. Virginia has 48% reporting in. Very tight race between Trump and Harris here. Wasn't expecting that one, but it is only 48%, so we're going to have to wait and see what happens. Michigan, the lead is very much narrowed down between Harris and Trump. Harris only leading with a few 10,000 votes. Pennsylvania, the lead is shrinking a little bit, but Harris still leads drastically, but there's still a bunch of counties in the middle here and Allentown to be reported, so we'll see what happens there. Hopefully we'll get Wisconsin results soon. Let's see if AP has anything on their website. Anything for Wisconsin? Oh, I believe we have another projection I might have missed. I think New Jersey is the new one, maybe. I don't believe I've called New Jersey yet, but let's take a look. I have not called New Jersey for Harris yet, so let's do that now. Harris wins New Jersey. And New Mexico has started reporting in with a current Trump lead and the Libertarians in second. But then again, I believe... Oh, no, 41%. Well, 41%. Interesting. I don't believe Trump will win New Mexico, but this is quite an interesting forecast here so far, with 41% reporting in and the Libertarians just trailing Trump by 1 vote. I'm not sure how verifiable this is right now, but we'll see in just a second. Interesting. I am slightly skeptical about this, so we're gonna leave New Mexico alone for now. Texas leaning Trump, obviously. Georgia, the gap is tightened, and North Carolina gap is really tightened. Trump is leading in those states, but it's a very close call here. Swing states are obviously close. Oh yeah, 15% reporting in New York. That's where we got the projection from. 9% in Michigan. Harris with a lead, but still only by a couple 10,000 votes. The Libertarians have passed the Green Party in popular vote so far. Take a look at the Senate real quick. Bernie Moreno has taken a lead in the Ohio Senate with 49% reporting in. Seems that even the Libertarians can't do too much damage against Bernie Moreno here. But it's still a very tight race and way too close to call at this time. So we're going to leave that be. New York Senate. We have New York Senate. Interesting. Who's Angus King? He's an independent. Oh, he's the incumbent. That's right. My bad. I should have known that. But we do actually have quite a few new projections, I think. Yes, so we have New York. Incumbent Senator Kirsten Gillibrand, re-elected. Oops. And then we have Kevin Kramer elected for North Dakota. And then John Barrasso for Wyoming. Probably butchered the last name pronunciation, but that's alright. Alright. I believe that's about it for Senate projections at this moment. So we're going to go away from that. Take a look at the House results real quick. 46 for the Dems currently, 75 for the GOP currently. Nothing too shocking there. Governors, anything new? We do have one new thing, and that is North Dakota. Kelly Armstrong has been elected governor. All right, ballot measures. Take one last look at Ohio and Florida. I believe Florida is pretty much wraps because, yeah, abortion has failed due to not passing the 60% threshold. Seems like the only amendment that will succeed tonight is the constitutional right to hunt and fish. So in the state of Ohio, we have an increase for the votes for no on issue 1. Interesting. Anything new? Nope. Still same old. A little more reporting in Pennsylvania. Percent shrinks for Harris a tiny bit. Michigan, sort of the same. Harris still has the lead. Georgia and North Carolina are the same, but for Trump. So overall, the swing states are still proving their very closeness in their race. Okay, yeah, the New Mexico results were a mistake. They were not meant to be released like they were just a few seconds ago. Oh, but there is a new call for Trump that brought him up to 137 from 120. I forget which one exactly that is. Shoot. Louisiana, I think? No. Did I call Louisiana yet? I'm not sure if I have. But yeah, Louisiana is going for Trump. Oh, I believe it's Ohio that's been called for Trump, is it? Is it? According to AP's website, Ohio has been called for Donald Trump. Which would, yes, that would get him those extra electoral votes. I believe it's just not showing that yet. Bernie Moreno has taken the lead in the Ohio Senate race still, but by a very slight amount. Yep, Trump wins Ohio. Trump wins Ohio. Whoa, not autopilot. No thank you, Microsoft. Pennsylvania, shrinking lead, but still there for Harris, pretty strong. Michigan, 10%, Pennsylvania, 18%. But yes, Donald Trump is predicted to win the state of Ohio. And Moreno is slightly leading against Sherrod Brown right now by a few 10,000 votes. As for governors, nothing new yet. So I am going to take a quick break and we'll be right back to this. Okay, we have some quick news real quick. Wisconsin and Minnesota have started reporting. Minnesota has a Trump lead with only 1% reporting. Same with Wisconsin, but with only 1% reporting. Pennsylvania still has a Harris lead with 19%. Michigan still 10% reporting with Harris at 52%. No changes in the electoral votes yet, though. We are still waiting for results. But Wisconsin shows a very early Republican lead, but it's very, very, very early. So way too close to call still. Mexico with 2% in has a stark Trump lead, but only with 2% in. Virginia with 50% reporting has a couple 10,000 lead by Trump, but not very much. North Carolina, close. Oh, we do have a new projection. Texas has been called for Donald Trump. Giving him a good chunk of electoral votes, yes. Going to the Senate, Bernie Moreno leading Sherrod Brown. For governors, nothing new, except Missouri has swapped lead, but only 9% reporting. Otherwise, the only big thing is that Trump has taken the lead in Texas. We have to wait for a lot more reporting to come in for these states up here in New Mexico, and for Virginia and North Carolina and Georgia. In the meantime, I will be back real soon. Hmm. Alright, guys, we are back with some updates. Oh, Trump has won a single electoral vote. Is that for Maine? Or maybe? I'll look into that later. But I see that Georgia has 74% reporting, with Trump with a not most comfortable lead, but a marginally comfortable lead. So I don't know if I'm quite ready yet, but I'm almost wanting to project Georgia for Donald Trump, just due to the facts laid out right here. And then North Carolina seems to be going slightly more toward Trump, but less so than Georgia. I believe Georgia will most likely go for Trump this election cycle. This blue belt here is weird, and it's probably Kansas 40% report. It's a little weird, and also Kansas. No, never mind. But a little weird. I bet it'll probably be sorted out as more counties get reported in. So we're gonna ignore the Midwest states for now. Rust Belt is still early in reporting, very slow reporting. Harris's lead is shrinking in Pennsylvania a bit, but still solid. A slight shrink in Michigan, but still there. Wisconsin, with 7% reporting in, has a strong Trump lead right now, but none besides Madison, none of the metropolitan areas of Wisconsin have reported in. Well, besides Kenosha too. But Milwaukee, Oshkosh, Green Bay, and Eau Claire have not reported in yet. So right now, as it stands, Trump 178, Harris 99. Take a look at AP real quick. Refresh. Yeah, maybe Trump might have actually gotten the electoral votes from Nebraska. I'm not sure exactly about that yet. But for Nebraska District 1 and District 2, we have a Harris lead right now. New Mexico is slightly more towards Harris. Pennsylvania, it's still waiting, but it's more towards Harris. Michigan, a little more towards Harris. Minnesota says 0%. That's weird. Nope. Minnesota has 1% reporting still, so we are going to be waiting for a little while. Only St. Paul has reported in a little bit, but not a lot, and Minneapolis is still being waited on. So overall, we're going to be waiting here for quite a while. We can take a look at the Senate races real quick. I believe no, actually, no, nothing new here. Nope, nothing new here. But Moreno has a more steady lead with 58% reporting. Moreno has a more steady lead on Sherrod Brown now. So take a look at governor real quick. Nothing new. House, more of the same, just slowly getting more seats in. Right now, this is the results. Virginia is 55% and actually has a marginal lead for Trump. If Trump wins Virginia in this election cycle, that would be an upset compared to expectations. But we'll have to see about that. So we will be right back.